would like to start off by thanking Google, Bing, Yahoo Search, and Wikipedia for all the help throughout my high school journey. But most importantly, I'd like to thank Larry Tesler for inventing copy and paste. That was a joke, but on a serious note, I would like to first and foremost thank God, my parents, teachers, faculty, and the staff for all the help and encouragement they have provided me with through my high school education. I would also like to thank everyone for coming out today and helping us celebrate a moment that we'll remember forever. Maya Angelou, a famous poet, once said, "Life is not measured by the number of breaths we take, but by the moments that take our breath away." Although this may be the end of our high school education, this is only the beginning of our future. The class of 2013 has worked long and hard to arrive at this point and receive our high school diplomas. Phoenix High School has not only given me the opportunity to better myself, but also it has given the same opportunity to many students. Every student that has ever attended Phoenix High School has come here because they chose to. No one forces students to go here, and that is what separates Phoenix High School from regular high schools. Students come to learn and not to play around. When I first came to Phoenix, I did not know what to expect. After becoming a part of this school, I realized that students are friendly and teachers are amazing. Phoenix has given me the opportunity to graduate 1 year ahead of my graduation date of 2014, and I am very grateful for that. This school has helped me turn into a respectful and mature adult that I am today. It has taught me that hard work pays off, and that is why I'm here on this very stage today. Teachers at Phoenix do not only teach students, but they build relationships with them. They inspire. They go above and beyond what is expected, and that is what makes them the absolute best. Congratulations, class of 2013. We did it.
Principal of Phoenix High School. It is my pleasure to introduce to you some special guests tonight. The first group of people that I would like to introduce is probably, without question, the most outstanding faculty and staff in Gwinnett County Public Schools. Please join me in recognizing and appreciating the faculty and staff at Phoenix High School. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand. We also have with us tonight Ms. Carol Boyce, board member, Ms. Louise Radloff, board member, Dr. Calvin Watts, assistant superintendent. We have with us Ethel London and Carrie Fraga from the Central Cluster Foundation. Welcome to them as well. And we also have from the Office of Assessment, Lorna Gallimore. So welcome to our special guest. It is now with pleasure I invite Ms. Radloff to join me at the podium to provide remarks.
Thank you, Ms. Scott. Graduates, I am so proud of you. I really am. You know, the name Phoenix came about because of students naming it. But Phoenix is just a building. What makes it very special is you and your faculty and your dream. Ladies and gentlemen, I remember very, very well of leaning up against a truck of an AP, assistant principal at Parkview High, and he said to me one day, "I have a dream. I really would like to see some kind of a school that would offer young people who did not fit quite the right way into the regular school the opportunity to graduate." And it was a dream that we talked about. I can picture that truck and I can picture him leaning up against it. So we networked with a number of people. We came about and decided, what would the school look like? Who should be able to go to the school? What would the policies be? Well, we had a lot of work to do. And as we did this work and we networked with the communications department and the superintendent and board, we said, let's try it. So we piloted in 3 different locations. And I have to tell you, the public initially did not accept it. I've got to tell you that some of our kids had purple hair. Some of our kids had a little bit different look than the traditional kid that you see in the traditional high school. But we had not yet come to understand that the kids had their own thinking of what they wanted to do, what they wanted to dream about, what they wanted to demonstrate their growing up. So as we piloted these 3 pilots, we asked the superintendent and board, would you consider putting before the citizens of this county the opportunity to build a school? It hadn't been named yet. We did a lot of work trying to communicate what the need would be. The citizens went to the polls and they voted it down. How sad. But we felt we had not done a good enough job. What would this school look like? Who would it serve? Would the kids be winners if we had a school like this? And I knew they would be. And Robert Campbell did also. We went back to the voters a second time. And we said, we need to have a facility. And we are going to name it so that it will adjust and mend and meet the needs of all of the kids who want to come there. What would it look like? The good citizens of the county agreed with us. They went to the polls and they voted for this building to become a school. This building was a plaza, was not in use. It was in a troubled area. And we had an engineer within the school system. He says, I can fix that. So he went in and he created the Phoenix of today. But again, that's just the building. When the first principal, Robert Campbell, had the opportunity to become the principal of that school, he said, I need a very, very special faculty. I need someone who understands the academic needs, but I also need someone who understands the human side of the issues that our young people are facing in this world today and what they will face tomorrow. Robert Campbell, sadly, was killed in an accident on Ronald Reagan Parkway, the first death to occur on that street. But you know what? That school lives on. It was named by the students, and each year that they have 2 graduations, Robert Campbell is smiling, and he knows that his dream became a reality. We are fortunate to have citizens in Gwinnett County who will take a first look and a second look, and who realize that public education is the backbone of tomorrow. We are a rich, culturally diverse community, and our kids will have to face issues that we as parents have never faced before, worldwide. So young people, as you graduate tonight, look at the job opportunity, look at the post-secondary, look at the military, look at the 2-year college and the 4 college. You're tomorrow's leaders, not me. We won't be here. You've had the foundation. You are graduating from Phoenix High School, a wonderful facility. You've had role models as teachers and leaders. And so I say to you, congratulations. Make sure you thank your parents for supporting you. Because without your parents, you may not have graduated. Without them understanding fully the importance of a high school graduation, you may not be here tonight, but you are. You made that decision, and we are very, very proud of you. So parents, once again, I am proud of you. I thank you for what you've done for our students. Gwinnett County is a good school system to be in, and we are proud of our students, all 165,000 plus. And thank you for being here tonight, and God bless America.
Thank you for your profound words, Mrs. Radloff, and thank you for your continued support as well as Mrs. Boyce. I would first like to say thank you, Mrs. Scott, to our Phoenix High School faculty and staff, to our family, friends, and certainly to our graduating class of Phoenix High School 2013. On behalf of our CEO Superintendent, Mr. J. Allen Wilbanks, I bring greetings from the Gwinnett County Public Schools District Office. I'm honored to be here today. And for this reason, I did have the opportunity to share similar remarks at our December graduation. For those of you who were here, you may remember that I shared a few numbers that were fairly significant. One was 75, as in 75%. The other is 25, as in 25%. Ladies and gentlemen, here is the significance. 75%. Within 75% of success, one simple act determines your success. 75% of being successful can be attributed to this one simple act. Showing up. Showing up, being present. It is known by research for those most successful individuals, those successful organizations, 75% of what makes them successful is the people within them show up every day. Attributable to that success, showing up of our staff and faculty. Most importantly, you're showing up on a daily basis. Your being here is a testament to your showing up each and every day. Now you might say that 75% amount accounts for a great deal of success, but that 25%, the smallest portion, it actually is the most difficult, the most challenging aspect of success. Now I know that as you've traveled through your pathways of schooling, you've followed a few rules in your life. Parents, I know that you may have seen some of our students maybe not follow some of those rules, faculty and staff as well. However, life is filled with rules that must be followed, and 25% of that success, ladies and gentlemen, has to do with your ability to follow certain rules. And I'd like to share with you a few rules that are worth following that lead to a successful life. Those established rules, number one, the golden rule. Certainly, treating others the way that you want to be treated implies that we must have a high sense of moral character, that we pattern ourselves after those who are doing the right thing in the right way for the right reason. It leads to positive change. The second rule was written in a book that I found, and it was entitled The Platinum Rule. The Platinum Rule is a little bit of a twist. The Platinum Rule says that you treat others the way they want to be treated, which implies that you must develop relationships, authentic, yielding relationships with others. Think about the relationships that you have with your family, your friends, our faculty and teachers who care so much about you to ensure that this symbolic event today is a representation of those who have cared so much about you since the time you stepped foot on this earth. The third rule is one that I grew up with, and I've coined it, all puns intended, the economic rule. Now, I'm going to tell you this, the first job that I ever had was when I was in 8th grade, and I'm originally from Seattle, Washington. For those of you who know about the weather and the climate, it rains a great deal. My first job was a paper carrier. I got up at 4:30 every morning, rolled the newspapers, and sometimes put them in plastic bags and got on my bicycle, yes, my bicycle. And I rode my bicycle through the neighborhoods, and I delivered newspapers every day to 43 homes. And the first month, I received my paycheck. Oh yes, it was payday. And the check came to me in my name, and I opened it. I could not believe it. Ladies and gentlemen, I was rich. $73.41 a day. And I said to my parents, I said, look at all this money, I'm going to spend it, I'm going to buy this, I'm going to buy this, I'm going to buy that. To which they replied, son, have a seat. One of the most profound lessons I learned had to do with the economic rule, because they shared with me then, son, first we're going to teach you that the $73.41, the first thing you must do is tithe. You need to give back to your church community. The second thing we're going to teach you how to do is to save. The third is we're going to teach you how to invest, because ultimately one day you want to make sure that your money works for you and that you don't have to work for your money every moment of every day. But son, we love you and we appreciate your hard work and we know you want to spend your money. But let me tell you this, they say, when you spend your money, think about this. Make sure you spend it on an experience, not just on a thing. If you spend it on an experience, they said, no one can take it away from you. Think about the experiences that you've had during your career that led you to this point. The implications are traveling, seeing the world, meeting new people, reading, learning, experiencing new things. If I bought a thing, ultimately that thing would gather dust and be put in a box and be stored away, never to be thought of again. But I can still remember those experiences that lasted a lifetime and beyond. The fourth is the iron rule. Now the iron rule is tough. That's the name iron rule. And it's named that way because it refers to this. Never do for others what they can do for themselves. Simply put, I remember my son asking me for a glass of water and I said, son, a glass of water? He said, yes, Dad, can you give me a glass of water? I said, son, is there something wrong with your legs? No, he replied. Is there something wrong with your arms or your hands? No, he replied. Has the cabinet suddenly extended itself 3 feet higher than you can reach? No. Do we still have glasses where they were? Yes. Is there water? Yes. Then son, I need you to go get that glass of water. Now some of you might say, well, it's kind of rough, isn't it? You want to get your son a glass of water? Well, there's a message. Now, of course, there are many times where I was able to give my son a glass of water. However, the lesson learned is that once I teach, and my wife and I teach our son to learn that building his own capacity to take care of his needs and to never do for him what he can do for himself, today the glass of water becomes the job that he seeks, the car that he buys, the house that he pays for, the family that he helps to raise. These are the lessons that you are learning as you sit in front of these very important people who have helped you. They have offered you the iron rule. Many times I am sure, you don't have to say it, that they have not done for you what you could do for yourself. And so these words, I trust that I have been able to add just a brief set of thoughts that will linger with you for this time as you celebrate this momentous occasion. Congratulations to the Phoenix High School class of 2013. I wish you all the best. 75% plus 25%, 100% of success to you today, tomorrow, and always. Congratulations.